Someone handed me a light and said, go make a video about it. But I'm a photographer. But here's the thing. After actually using this thing, I kind of wish I had it sooner. And I don't say that about a lot of gear. What's up? My name's Jay LeBlanc, wedding photographer and photo video educator. Now real quick, before we get into it, this light was given to me to review. You already know I'm gonna tell you the truth anyway. That's kind of my whole thing, but I just wanted to be upfront about it. And just wait until you hear some of the things I don't like about it. It might leave you scratching your head too. Also, there's a link in the description. If you don't want to look at my face, you could check it out for yourself and just leave me talking in the background. So I was fully preparing on just jumping straight into this review, and then the box showed up. And I know, that sounds ridiculous. Jay, it's just a box. Bear with me. If you've watched any of my videos before, you probably know I've been using Godox products for a long time. And let's just say, when I first started using them, they were very much the cheap brand, and the packaging. The packaging knew it too. It showed up like it was shipped in some old shoebox with a little bubble wrap and a prayer. Fast forward to now, and Godox has genuinely leveled up. More and more photographers and videographers and creators are using their gear for actual professional client work. Weddings, brand work, music videos, you name it. And they're still coming in at a price point that makes the big names sweat a little. So when this showed up and I actually looked at the packaging, clean and intentional and protective, I thought, you know what? Let's do a quick unboxing because the little things matter and Godox deserves credit for paying attention to them. So here's what you're getting out of the box. What impressed me the most is the semi-hard carrying case. You've got the ML150Bi light body by itself, the MLZ zoom lens reflector, which is where a big chunk of that brightness comes from, so don't lose it. The metal yoke for mounting, the V-mount battery adapter plate already included, which we'll talk about in a second. The AC power adapter with a locking connector so it's not just flopping around on set. And all of this for $259 USD at the time of recording this video. That's a solid kit right out of the box. All right, now let's actually talk about the light. Godox ML150Bi is a 150 watt bicolor video light. Bicolor means it goes from 2800 Kelvin all the way to 6500 Kelvin. So we go from orange to blue. Warm tungsten on one end, cool daylight on the other. For those of you who don't speak Kelvin, it means you can match the light to basically whatever environment you're shooting in. Warm indoor reception room, it's got you covered. Outdoors in natural daylight, no problem. Now the first thing I noticed once I actually had it in my hands is it's small. Like, look at it compared to one of my lenses. Like, surprisingly small for a 150 watt light. 1.7 pounds. Most of my lenses are heavier than this. And with the zoom lens, this thing pushes over 61,000 lux at about 3 feet. That's a lot of light for something that fits in a backpack. But let's talk about what actually impressed me. First, the power options. You may have noticed I'm holding it with nothing attached to it, but it's on. The light can be powered using your V-mount batteries, which I love because I already own several that I use on my camera when I shoot video. That V-mount battery power adapter comes right in the box, so you're not buying some proprietary battery that only works with this one specific light, and then it becomes a $60 paperweight once the product goes discontinued in 2 years. You could just use what you already have. Now you can run it on AC power or NPF batteries with a separate adapter. For $259, that kind of flexibility is genuinely hard to argue with. The app control is also really well done. It connects via Bluetooth and NFC. NFC pairing specifically, you tap it right to the light, it connects, it works. If you've ever spent 10 minutes trying to pair something over Bluetooth, and both things should just connect, but they never do on the first, second, or 10th try because of some stupid setting that you're not getting right, you're gonna love this. You can control the brightness and the color temperature right from your phone without touching the light. This is really useful when the light is rigged up somewhere out of reach and you don't feel like doing the awkward reach around in front of your client or trying to climb a ladder to adjust the light. It's just nice and convenient. There's also 11 built-in lighting effects. You have like TV flicker and lightning and candlelight and faulty bulb and all stuff video people get excited about. Do I personally need a faulty bulb effect at a wedding? No. But for content creation, music videos, it's a nice little thing to have baked right in without paying extra for. Fan control is another thing I appreciate. You could turn it off completely. You have medium, high, or auto. The one thing to know is if you're gonna run the fan completely off, it locks the power output at 10%. So just keep that in mind. So if you need full brightness in a silent room, it's not gonna work for you. But even at each speed setting, it's not all that loud. But having that control at all is great for video, where fan noise is going to find its way into your audio at the worst possible moment. Now, here's some real talk, the stuff that I don't love. Because you didn't come here just to hear me say nice things. The mount system. Godox uses this proprietary ML mount, not Bowens. Bowens is basically the universal language of lighting modifiers. Godox does make a Bowens mount adapter, but it's sold separately. And this I did buy with my own money because of all the modifiers I own are Bowens mount, and I wanted to try this light with some of the modifiers I already own. So if you already have got a collection of Bowens mount softboxes and modifiers, just factor this adapter into your budget. It was like 15 bucks. I'll leave the link for it down below. It's not a deal breaker, just don't let it be a surprise. Also, if you want to max out the output on this light, Godox says you need the V-mount battery paired with our ML VMA adapter. The strongest output doesn't actually come from the AC power. The adapter is in the box, but if you don't own a V-mount battery yet, that's an extra cost on top of the light already. Speaking of what's in the box, this is not a huge deal breaker for me, but personally, I wish when companies design these cases, I wish they designed them to allow the light to be completely kept as one whole piece. This way I didn't have to break it apart completely and put it back together on every shoot. It's just a little time saver. If you're a creator who's just going to leave this put up in your studio, it's obviously not a big deal. But you wanna know what is a big deal? This bracket. I don't know who designed this, but fire them right now. Look at these two tightening knobs that they hit each other. Whose idea was it to make these knobs this big and this close together? Luckily, this is an easy fix for Godox by just replacing the tightening knobs on the units that they haven't shipped yet. But for me, this is just stupid. I do not plan on ever using this bracket and just using other ones I already have. But if you don't have others, just factor this into your additional costs as well. You will need to buy a bracket, but they're like 10 bucks. It's not a huge deal. So the real number to get everything out of this light is a little higher than the sticker price. Just being honest. So who should actually buy this? If you're a hybrid shooter, someone bouncing between photo and video, and you need something compact, versatile, powerful, and easy to take on location, this thing is a strong option. Content creation and YouTube, interviews, brand work behind the scenes, same answer. The size, the app control, the V-mount capability, it adds up to something you actually reach for in a real job. For weddings, this would make a great secondary light, hair light, backlight, fill light. It's got the output for any of those roles, and it sets up fast, which matters when the timeline has already fallen apart and the bride's family is asking a million questions. If you're just getting started with no existing gear and the price is right, go for it. But go in knowing that you might need to budget for a couple other things that I mentioned earlier to get the full experience. At the end of the day, it's $259. Compact, powerful, multiple powering options, a solid app control, and good color accuracy. And packaging that no longer looks like it was assembled at Temu. The proprietary mount is the only thing that gives me the slight pause, but honestly, it's not a deal breaker with that bracket. Godox has come a long way from being the cheap brand, and this light is a pretty good example of that. The link is down in the description. If you've got any questions or things you want me to test, drop them in the comments. And if this video helped you out, hit that like button for me. It doesn't cost you anything, and it genuinely helps me out. You're a photographer, I'm a photographer, fair trade. And until next time, peace.